everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Gibson from Kaleidoscopes and Polka Dots. Today I wanted to go over two books that sort of made me feel a bit dumb. One more than the other. One actually completely, and the other one is just like, this really wasn't written for me, or why is it that I'm not feeling like this is the most amazing book in the world when it probably is? I don't know. The books that I'm talking about, Miss Dalloway and the Hunchback of Notre. If you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe. I make videos about once a week, and I would love to see you around, especially in the comment section. So, Miss Dalloway is beautifully written. I loved how the English language came together to tell this story, but to be honest, most of the time I was lost. There were notes. I should note this. There were notes in the back of the book, but I found that when I was doing so, I was more distracted. It kind of brought me out of the story, and getting back into it was really, really hard. But I go onto Goodreads and everybody just raves about it. There were a few people that kind of said the same things that I did. Like, I don't get it. I wish I did. And to be honest, this was my first Virginia Woolf, and I'm not sure that I want to pick something else up from her. I have a Room of One's Own, which I am very interested in reading or listening to because I have it in audio format. But I actually sat down and read this one, and I wish I could say more positive things about it than I just liked the English language. I don't know much about the characters. There are so many different perspectives, so many different stories going on at once. It seems like one paragraph is one person and the next one is another person, and you're just supposed to catch on. I did not get it. I didn't get it. I gave it away to Goodwill because I know that somebody else will enjoy it so much more than I have. I have thought about picking up the audiobook, and I saw that it was also available in the Spanish version, which I'm quite interested in because I don't read Spanish. I read it, but I am very slow at it. And I love listening to people speak Spanish. I mean, my Spanish is okay, but other people's is so much better. I fall in love with it all over again. I don't know. I'm still debating, but it might be something that I'll look into in the future. Okay, the next book, I just finished listening to it. I spent all of November listening to it, and the last week of October listening to it. It's only 22 hours. Why did it take me so long? Because I couldn't get into it. So books 3 and 5, I think those were the ones that I noted, had nothing to do with the book. And the book that I'm talking about is The Hunchback of Notre. Oh my goodness, I wish I loved this book more than I do. I like it very, very much. I think I fell in love with it the last bit of the story because of just things that happened towards the end of the story that really tugged at my heart and made me see it through a different perspective. Now, notably, I picked it up because Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of my favorite Disney movies, but it gets a lot of flack for not being anywhere near the real story. And honestly, I'm fine with it. After reading or listening to it, I'm perfectly okay with the version that Disney gave us versus the other one. Because I think it got a few things really well. Like Frollo's creepiness. He's so creepy. When I was little and I watched it, I thought he's a creepy man. And that, I don't know why. Because I didn't get the lust part of it. I just got he hovers and he makes her feel uncomfortable, and it's weird. But as I grew older, I realized, oh, he's lusting after her, and it's so gross because she's so beautiful and young. And in the book, I don't know, but for some reason in the movie I thought she was a bit older. I thought she might be like around 20, 25. I don't know, she was just very curvy and very grounded for her age. And in the book, she's actually a lot younger. She's 15 years old. And that just increases the level of creepiness. Back then, it wasn't seen as odd, I think. In those days, I think most people got married really, really young around this age, and most women got married with older men who could provide for them, and that was normal. But you know, from my point of view, from my experiences, it was a bit much, because Brill was 37, and that's considered old. I thought that was bad. But again, back then things were different. I mean, 37 probably was really, really old, but not so much anymore. Anyway, so ultimately I just wanted to see where the inspiration came from, and I wanted to know so much more about Quasimodo, and we do get to know about Quasimodo, and we get to see that there is so much to him. There's good and bad and good in him, and you feel for him. I definitely fell in love with this story. I thought it was great. I'm including it here because it was really long-winded, and there were times where I was just, I'm done. Had I read a physical copy, I don't think I would have gotten through at all. It took so much out of me to stay in the story. Oh, segue after segue, it was just like, oh my god, can we just move past this? But the narrator was like an exquisite wine, or a nice, good, smooth drink, or like the perfect piece of chocolate, milk chocolate.
The unhappy Esmeralda dropped her head beneath her flowing hair, comprehending that it was no human being she had to deal with. All at once the recluse exclaimed,
"He is just so good. I loved him." But ultimately the story really captivated me, but it took me so long to get past all of the noise that I felt like was deterring me from enjoying the story, that it made me feel a little dumb. A little like, is this book really written for me? You know that feeling. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk about two classics that I had a bit of a hard time with, and I wanted to know what you guys thought about either of these books, or if you've had this experience with any recent reads or any reads whatsoever. What were they, and how is it that you felt lost or confused or a bit dumb? I don't know. Anyway, that is it for my video today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you very, very soon. Bye.